Okay, welcome to Omnis Eat Vegan. My name's John.
Monday Mukbang.
Monday Mukbang. Slash taste test.
Your name is?
Nick.
I am Jessica. Welcome to Monday Mukbang slash taste test, like John said.
And today we're trying different Gardein
Mixed up.
bowls. We have Gardein. I have the Gardein. I'm starting with the Gardein chicken fajita bowl. Nikki's got the chicken teriyaki bowl, and Mom has got, or Jessica has got, the Italian sausage pasta bowl.
Stir it all together, babe. Stir it all together.
We already cooked these in the microwave.
Yes.
So all we're doing is stirring them. So we're just stirring them so that the sauce gets mixed and all the vegetables get mixed together, so that Jessica and Nick cannot avoid them. Can't avoid them.
And these are newer products. Like, this is the first time I've seen them in our grocery store. Like, we picked them up actually in our Walmart of all places.
Right.
I think about a week ago. And we brought them home, and we were gonna just do a taste test video with them, but I was like, no, let's go ahead and just have a mukbang.
Yeah, because once we have them cooked, it's sort of like,
we'd have to eat them. You can't just throw them out. So we're just gonna eat them as a mukbang. We're gonna let you know what our thoughts are on these. Do we want to start with? Do we want to do like taste test style and finish eating them and talk about stuff? All right, Nick, you want to start with the teriyaki chicken one there? Go ahead and take a bite, and then pass it on to Dad, and he'll try it, and then I'll try it.
huh?
So these did just come out of the microwave. Of course, I didn't cook them all at the same time in the microwave, so it was kind of staggered. But I'm just gonna try a little bit of these. I'm probably not gonna eat a whole lot of any of these because honestly, the chicken fajita bowl and the teriyaki chicken is not normally something that I would eat. If you've watched this channel ever before, you know that those are kind of things that I personally wouldn't eat. I am gonna get a little bit of broccoli, some rice, and some of the chicken. I'll pass that back down to Nick. Nick, you want to let us know what you think of this one?
What was your score on this?
Pretty good. 9 out of 10.
Okay. Did you like the teriyaki sauce?
Yes.
Okay. Was it spicy or sweet?
Spicy.
It was, okay.
It was sweet. It does have a little bit of spice to it, though.
Right.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 as well. It's very good. I like the teriyaki style sauce on it. I did not try a piece of chicken. I'm assuming the chicken is Gardein's.
It's Gardein chicken, yeah.
The vegetables, there's a nice mix of vegetables in there. It's just good. It's good. It's quick. It's easy. Throw it in the microwave and you're done.
I'll agree that I think I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10 actually. I was going to say 9 out of 10, but I'm going to say 8 out of 10 just because it's got a lot of vegetables in it that I personally wouldn't eat, but it tastes good.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to keep the taste test part a little bit shorter because we want to get into our topic and go ahead and eat with you guys. But we're going to try this here chicken fajita bowl, see what this one tastes like. Now this one has black beans and corn and peppers, and it does have chicken and rice. And what's the sauce?
It tastes like a enchilada sauce.
Okay. Now I'm going to actually skip the chicken on this one. I'm going to get a couple of black beans, some of the sauce, the rice, the corn. Nick, what do you think of this one?
10 out of 10.
Oh, you like this one more?
Go.
You like it more than that one? Okay. I agree with you, Nick. Actually, no. I think they're both about 9 out of 10. My problem is that my appetite would probably cause me to eat like 2 of these.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be too bad. I mean, depending on how many calories you're eating in a day.
Yes.
The highest calorie is this one at 350. Those ones are both under 300. So if you ate 2 of the rice ones, you could be under 600 calories for a meal, and that's not too bad.
Yeah, and this one's only actually 260. That one's 280. So.
Nick, why don't you go ahead and try this while Dad and I finish talking about this one?
I definitely 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna go actually lower. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 for this one, just because I don't like the sauce. It does have a little bit more spice to it. And that's not something that I would typically like. I think it's pretty good flavor-wise, but it's not something that I would typically eat because of the spice in it. So.
All right. I'm actually going to try the Gardein sausage.
Okay.
I tried both.
Noodle?
Yep.
Noodle sausage and noodle. Nick, what do you think of this one? The sausage and noodles.
10.
10?
Yep.
I think that's only, for me, I think it's probably 7. Like, I like both of these.
And you wouldn't typically eat, you would pick a rice dish over a pasta dish.
I would pick a rice dish over pasta. So that sort of explains it. It's good. Maybe like a pseudo spaghetti.
Yeah.
slash meat bowl.
There is some spice to this sausage.
Yes, a little bit.
There is a little bit of spice to the sausage. I'm gonna just go with a 7 out of 10. I originally thought this was gonna be my favorite, but it's not actually. The teriyaki chicken bowl is my favorite.
So if you want to trade, if you
Yeah,
like.
that's fine. You can have this. But yeah, anyway, we wanted to talk a little bit about something that just happened here recently with us. Anyway, there's our opinions on the Gardein bowls, by the way. They're good. They each give you something a little bit different depending on what you're looking for.
It's your pre-made microwave bowls
Yeah.
that you get. It's just that they're vegan.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we had an incident this past week where we woke up to a very sick Buttercup.
Yeah.
She was having problems with her bowels. She threw up once. And she just, you would look at her and you could tell she just was not feeling good.
And she was struggling.
We gave her till about midday, called up the vet. Our vet, I guess, closes at lunchtime. I don't know, because I couldn't get a hold of them at lunchtime.
Right. No, I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, so we ended up getting her in the afternoon. Pretty much I called and I said, this is what we're running into. They were like, get her here as soon as you can. So, Neil brought her in.
Right.
And they checked her for any sort of virus or bacteria and everything looked okay there. But they were like, she probably ate something that she should not have eaten.
Right.
And Halloween was just a couple weeks ago. And we think what she might have done is gotten into the candy. I don't think she ate a lot of it, but I think she probably got a piece of chocolate at some point. And I think she got it in Nick's room. Although I personally didn't know Nick had chocolate in his room.
Right.
But apparently he did. Nicholas?
I told him to put it there.
Ah, okay. So I think she might have gotten a little bit of chocolate and was struggling with that. And we're very careful about making sure that, we look things up. Like there was a video that we did, a mukbang we did a couple weeks ago where John was eating some walnuts and he dropped a walnut on the floor and he's like, our dog's able to eat walnuts. And I looked it up and it's like, no, walnuts can kill your dog. So like we freaked out. There's a cut in the video where John's talking and then all of a sudden like he picks up again. He seems a little bit flustered. If you go back and look at that video, it's because he dropped a walnut and Wednesday will eat anything.
Yes.
She's our littler of our two dogs. Wednesday will eat anything and we have to be very careful with her because she will eat material. She will eat, like John said, rocks, grass. I mean, if you don't watch her, she will eat anything. Buttercup's usually a bit better.
Right.
She will eat people food, but she's usually pretty good at, not eating things that are not food. If that
Right,
makes sense.
and I don't know if it's Buttercup's self-preservation or that she's just not as hungry as Wednesday.
Yeah.
Buttercup
Doesn't eat nearly as much as Wednesday does. And you would think Buttercup's 40 pounds, Wednesday is 9 pounds.
Right.
And you would think that Buttercup would eat a lot more, even like dog food. And that's not the case. Wednesday eats more dog food than Buttercup does.
Yes, and Buttercup holds her hunger for
For a long time.
human.
She waits for our meals. Yeah, you can see here she is right here.
Yeah, she wants.
till we eat.
She really, really likes having human food.
And then when we don't eat, or when we're done eating, she'll go over to the dog bowl and eat from the dog bowl. That's not for you. I think I'm going to share that with Nicholas. It's very tasty. It has a very nice, tasty sauce. You want the rest of this one?
Yeah.
You can keep that over there. Okay, either way. That is actually pretty tasty, but I honestly just ate a little bit ago and I'm not super hungry, which is why I'm not eating a lot right now. So, but anyway, she will go and eat her dog food then once we stop eating, but she does typically wait until we're done to see if she's going to get any. But especially this time of year, we figured this would be a good topic to talk about because, you've got the Halloween candy, at least here in the US. You got the Halloween candy, you've got Thanksgiving. We actually just ran into an issue this past week. I was making dessert for Thanksgiving. I was making a pecan pie.
Right.
And I dropped a pecan on the floor and I freaked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, if they can't have walnuts, I bet they can't have pecans. And sure enough, I looked it up. Dogs can't have pecans.
No, they can't.
So, I picked it up real quick. The dogs didn't get it. But, you know, I figured I'm going to do a little bit of a PSA, just in case you guys aren't aware. And you know, we never like think about some of these things.
No.
And why they might be bad for dogs but not cats. And there are some that are like that too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, like, so one of them is alcohol. It says, of course, don't give your dog alcohol,
Yes.
which we don't do that. Avocado is one that is surprising to me.
I was surprised with that as well.
Now, it doesn't look like it does anything to dogs, but it's primarily a problem for birds, rabbits, donkeys, horses, and sheep and goats. But it will cause death in birds,
Yeah.
which is interesting. I wouldn't think that, but that's interesting. Chocolate, coffee, and caffeine, you know, it has different types of, what, methylxanthines is what it looks like
Yeah.
in cacao seeds. So, you know, you've got to be careful about that. Citrus. Citric acid isn't good for your dogs. Small doses is okay, or small animals, not dogs. Small doses are okay, but not great. Coconut and coconut oil, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You don't like this?
But it just
You
causes,
took all the chicken out.
it causes, you know, loose stool and stomach upset. Grapes and raisins, which we knew. Nicholas likes a trail mix that we will buy on occasion, and he will eat this trail mix, and it does have raisins in it. And every time we get that, we need to be like, Nick, you need to make sure, be certain you don't drop any of those raisins. Macadamia nuts, which is interesting to me. I like macadamia nuts. I didn't know that, but pretty much it's any nuts. The next one is nuts: almonds, pecans, walnuts. They can be diarrhea, potentially pancreatitis in pets. And that's one thing with Wednesday being so small, we really have to be careful with her.
Yeah.
Milk and dairy. You shouldn't be giving them milk and dairy. Onions, garlic, and chives. I didn't know that either. Gastrointestinal irritation.
Well, that causes that in humans.
Yeah, cats more so than dogs. So that's interesting. Raw or undercooked meat, eggs, and bones. That makes sense. You know, I mean, that humans aren't supposed to eat that either. Salt and salty snack foods.
Whoops.
It can be vomiting, diarrhea, depression, tremors, elevated body temperature, seizures, and even death. No potato chips, pretzels, popcorn, that sort of thing. I know we'll give them popcorn on occasion. Not a lot, though. They'll only have maybe, you know, out of a whole bag of popcorn, they might have 2 or 3 pieces of popcorn. So, not large. And it says, you know, large amounts. Xylitol, if you're not familiar with xylitol, that is a fake sweetener. It's a chemical sweetener to replace sugar. So as I've been cutting sugar out of my diet, we've been looking for alternative sweeteners, and that's one that I will not have in the house. The only place we've found it that it has come anywhere near our house is in sugar-free gum, and not even all sugar-free gum. There's just some of them, like I have a sugar-free gum that doesn't have it, but other sugar-free gums have it. But you just need to make sure that, you know, dogs don't get a hold of that. And that was one of the things that I talked to Neil about when we started going, like, we're cutting sugar out of our diet. You know,
lot of them are.
making sure that there's no xylitol in products. And like, I won't buy products that have xylitol in it. And then yeast dough, because it can cause the stomach bloating and that sort of thing. So I'm just reading from the ASPCA.org website. I'll put the link in the description down below if you're interested, but you can always just Google, you know, are walnuts good for dogs? Or, you know, that's what we did when John dropped that walnut.
Right.
I just asked Siri, can dogs eat walnuts?
And she said no.
And she said no. So it's just one of those things that, you know, especially this time of year because of the holidays and like pecan pies. Like, I didn't know that you couldn't give dogs pecans. And walnuts we were eating.
I know one thing you can give them is carrots.
Yes, carrots. Dogs can eat carrots.
Dogs can eat carrots, and our dogs love carrots.
But yeah, I figured that would be a good topic for today, just because we are heading into the holidays. We've already been having some holidays. We still have Christmas yet to go in our family. You know, people celebrate all different holidays. We celebrate Christmas. But as we head into Christmas, we're going to have, we always host Christmas. And we have John's family over one day and then my family over the next day. So we're doing back-to-back cooking. It's like 48 hours of just nonstop craziness in our house. And then we don't do it the rest of the year, but you know, those 2 days out of the year where it's just nonstop craziness. So, you know, it's just a good thing to keep in mind as like all of these foods are, you know, vegan foods. No, well, not all of them. There was meat in here too, but you could have alcohol, avocados, chocolate, caffeine, you know, citrus, especially coconut and coconut oil. I mean, I've never ate coconut before I started eating vegan foods. I just didn't like it, and now I eat it like all the time. Macadamia nuts, I love. Nuts, onion, garlic, we use onion and garlic on, well, not onion so much as garlic. We use garlic in just about everything we make. You know, so a lot of these are vegan foods. So it's just one of those, nuts especially, you know, I like nuts, especially when I'm eating a more vegan diet. You don't see them in my what I eat a days, because a lot of times when I'm eating them, I'm eating small portions because I am not only cutting sugar out, but I'm also tracking my calories as well. So nuts, although are very good and they have nice, you know, fats and proteins and so forth, which is good for you in your diet, because I'm watching my calories, they are also high calories. So if I eat them on a day that I'm eating, you know, filming what I eat a day, it's usually very little. I know I've thrown them in every once in a while, but for the most part, a lot of the times I'm eating them in either just, you know, I'll eat 4 or 5 of them, or I just won't eat them on the days that I'm filming what I eat a days.
I eat a ton of them. I mean, of the two of us.
Well, you don't normally have them in your what I eat in a days, because oftentimes you use them as like a meal replacement throughout the day.
That's true. I snack on them.
Because John brings a lot of nuts to work.
Right.
And he snacks on nuts all day at work. So you eat a lot of nuts.
Yeah.
But you
don't normally film it.
You don't normally film it because it's when you're at work.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
I wasn't thinking.
Yeah. Or you'll grab a handful when you get home from work. So you'll eat nuts at work and then eat nuts when you get home from work. But they're filling.
I'm actually thinking about eating some nuts right now.
But they're filling. You know, they're filling. So that's good. Anyway, they have a nice crunch to them. I've replaced like chips with nuts if I need a crunch. And I've never been a big chip fan either, but it's fine. It's fine. But when I do want to crunch, that's what I'll eat, is I'll eat nuts. Because like I said, I've never been a huge chip fan. There's like one potato chip that I really like. It's only available in the Pennsylvania area. If you're familiar with Middlesworth potato chips, fantastic chips. But other chips I could leave. I'm not a big potato chip fan. I'm not a big crunch fan. But if I want crunch now, that's what I'll eat, is I'll eat some nuts. I'll just have a handful of macadamia nuts I really like, walnuts I really like, peanuts aren't as much my favorite, almonds, I love almonds, cashews I could take or leave. Sometimes I'll just eat them, but sometimes I won't. But I really like macadamia nuts, almonds, walnuts, and then like peanuts, but the peanuts can't be super salty. Like, I'd prefer to buy like a dry roasted peanut than a salted peanut. What?
You can't have super salty.
No, because then I drink a ton of water, which is good, but I drink a lot of water anyway.
Right.
We normally, I mean,
we had a comment recently. You guys drink a lot of water.
Well, we do. We drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
I mean throughout the day, I usually drink probably at least 100 ounces of water a day. I drink a lot of water.
Jessica is the water queen.
I do. I'm just constantly drinking water throughout the day.
I usually drink water when I eat.
Yeah. John needs to drink more water.
Or, if I'm not, it's usually water or adult beverages.
You drink tea and coffee.
And tea and coffee. Those are my 3.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're done eating.
Yep.
These were good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they're only a couple bucks. I can't remember. I think they were under $5. So it's not bad for a lunch.
They're in line with non-vegan food.
Frozen dinners. Yeah. I like I said, we found them at Walmart. So if you haven't been in your Walmart freezer section in a while, check it out.
Yep.
But yeah, I think they were good. If I needed something for like a lunch at work, I wouldn't hesitate to pick something like this up. I think they were tasty. So.
And I agree with Jessica, by the way, that the teriyaki chicken bowl is actually the spiciest.
No,
and
the
the sweetest.
fajita was the spiciest. I didn't think the teriyaki was spicy. It had a spice to it, like it was an after spice.
Well, maybe because I ate it last, but
Yeah.
it's the one that's got a residual.
Yeah. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you would like to be, please hit that red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell to notify you when we do upload new videos. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. Have you tried these Gardein meals? I'm not sure if there's other ones. I just know that these are the ones that I picked up when I was in the store. There might be a couple more. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below, or if you've seen these. Have these been out for a while? Like I said, they're new to our stores. We
Right.
haven't seen them anywhere else. So anyway, John loves to get your comments, and I love to read them as well. I read every comment. John's just the one who responds to them all.
Right.
But anyway,
It's my job.
we do hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next Omnis Vegan. Bye.
So